Hey guys, Revit MEP guy here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to plumb up this little bathroom. We're going to add our plumbing fixtures to the drawing. We're going to use those plumbing fixtures to create our pipes. We're going to route our pipes to a water heater, and then we're going to automatically size all of our pipes based on a velocity that we set. Then we're going to set up the tags. We're going to tag our pipe. We're going to create an isometric view, and we're going to put it all on a sheet. And hopefully you guys really like this. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start a new project from scratch. I'm going to use the plumbing default template, so my pipe types are already created. I'm going to link in an architectural model, so I'm going to go to Insert, Link Revit. Once I find the architectural file, which is an RPT file, I'm just going to hit Open. And now we have the architectural background file loaded into our Revit project. The first thing I'm going to do is place some plumbing fixtures over top of the architectural model's fixtures. So I'm going to go to Systems, Plumbing Fixture, Load Family because we don't have it in our project yet. We're going to browse to where we keep our family files. I'm going to go down to Plumbing, MEP, Fixtures, Lavatories, and we'll use this lavatory wall mounted. Once the lavatory is loaded into the project, it's going to want you to place it on a wall. It says it down here. So I'm going to use this wall right here, and I'm just going to put it right here for now. Hit Escape, and we're going to align this to the center of this lavatory that the architect created. Hit Escape. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to load in this water closet fixture. So I'm going to do the same thing, System, Plumbing Fixture, Load Family, and we'll go back once, go to Water Closets. And this time I'm going to use this flush tank water closet. Now that it's loaded in, I can hit the space bar to rotate it. I'm just going to place it at the back of this fixture right here. We'll hit Escape. Now what I want to do is create my water piping. So I'm going to select the fixture where I want to create the pipe. And as you can see, there are these little pipe connectors that say Create Pipe when you hover over them. And these allow you to create your pipe and automatically assign it to certain systems. So the first one I'm going to use is this cold water. I'm going to click it. We're going to make sure our pipe type is set to standard. And we're just going to go out to the wall about right here. We're going to bring our pipe up to 9 feet. And we're just going to pick a spot about right here. Hit Escape. We're going to change our view scale to 1/4 inch so we can see things a little better. And now I'm going to select this plumbing fixture and we'll create our hot water. So we'll click this Create Pipe button. Zoom away from our wall a little bit. Click. And this time we'll bring it to 8'6". So we'll go 8 space 6. Sorry. And we'll bring that pipe about right here. And I'm going to bring it over because we're going to put a water heater. Make sure our pipe type is correct. And since I use the connector, Revit automatically put it on domestic hot water. Now I want to change the color of blue because this is a little dark. So I'm going to go to Plumbing Systems, Edit Type, go to Graphic Overrides, hit Edit. We're going to change this blue to maybe something a little brighter so we can see it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a cold water pipe from this fixture. So I'm going to click this Create Pipe button and make sure I'm on standard type pipe. I'm going to go right here. And then I'm going to bring that up to 9 foot. I'm going to click this point right here. And then we're going to click a point way over here. Hit escape. So now we have to place our water heater so we can heat this hot water. So I'm going to go to mechanical equipment, load family. We're going to hit the back button, again, and this time we're going to use MEP equipment. Water heaters. Select this water heater, and we're going to place it about right here. Hit escape. And this time I'm going to use a different method, and I'm going to actually show you how to connect piping in a 3D view. So we're going to select all of our piping in our equipment. We're going to hit this little section box, which is going to create a default 3D view. And that view has been created. I'm just going to remove this little section box. So I'm going to go to hide in view category. And we'll just remove our levels because we don't need to see them for this. So we'll remove the category. Now this time I'm going to use the connect into command. So I'm just going to bring this water piping a little further out, and we're going to use connect into. So I'm going to select my water heater. I'm going to select connect into. First one we'll use is this domestic cold water. We'll hit OK, and we'll select this pipe about right here. As you can see, Revit automatically drew our piping. Let's make sure it was drawn on the correct pipe type, standard. That looks good. Let's do the same thing, but use the hot water. So we'll use connect into. Select our hot water, and we'll just select this hot water pipe right here. Hit escape. Now there's one thing we need to do. We can automatically check what the velocity of the flow rate of the water supply. Right now we have 15 GPM, and that seems a little high, so something is going on. So what we have to do is select this piping systems. We're going to edit the type, and we have to make sure we select predominantly flush tanks, and that will make our calculations work out a little better. Now that we have that correctly added, let's use our thin line command. Then let's actually use the detail level of fine so we can really see what happens. Now to size the pipe automatically, let's check to make sure we don't have 15 GPM anymore. And as you can see now, our flow rate is 7.5 GPM. If we want to edit the GPM for this lavatory, we can edit the family. We can go into our fixtures or our connectors. We can click on them, and this one's for the domestic cold water, and as you can see, it's using fixture units. But if we want to assign a GPM to that, all we have to do is instead put this to preset, and then we could make this 0.5 GPM or whatever we please. So we'll click apply, and we'll just change this one to 0.5 GPM just so I can show you guys that it is possible. And now we'll load this back into our project, overwrite the existing, and our flow rate should have changed from 7 GPM to 5.8. So now we've reduced the GPM. Now what we can do is we can size our pipe. So the way to do that is we can tab, select all of our pipe. Once we have all of our pipe selected, go to duct pipe sizing. We'll set this velocity to about 8 feet per second, and we'll use the match connector size. Now Revit's saying it failed to calculate this portion of the pipe, but that's okay. Let's do the same thing for our hot water. We'll tab, select all of our hot water piping. We'll hit the duct pipe size, set our velocity to 8, and hit OK. And as you can see, Revit has now sized our piping to the correct size. It's made this 3/4 inch. And then it reduced our pipe in this location to 1/2 inch to keep our velocity below 8 feet per second. Sorry, that's right here, 8 feet per second. So that was our setting. Now the last thing we want to do is we want to go back to our floor plan. We can turn back on our thick lines. And I don't want these plumbing fixtures to be showing up in our model, so there's a couple ways we can do that. One way we can do that is at the family level, so I can edit the family. I can select all of my plumbing fixture 3D geometry here, hit filter, make sure my connector elements are not selected, and I'll just simply turn these off. We'll load it back into the project, and this blue fixture should disappear. We'll do the same thing for our lavatory. We'll select it, edit family, select all of our plumbing fixture geometry, hit filter, and we'll deselect connector element and void, and then we'll just turn that invisible. We'll load it back into our project. Over at the existing, and this should disappear. So the last thing we would want to do is we would want to tag the pipe sizes. So let's go to annotate, let's go to tag by category, and with the tag selected, let's get rid of the leader, and we'll just tag our pipes in different locations based on where we want to show the pipe size. We can also use leaders, so I'll show you how to do that. I'll use a leader. We can use the free end to do something like this. We have to pull this guy right here to make that straight. Then we'll do another one. Pull this guy so it matches. And there we have it. Let's create a different kind of tag. So I'm going to select this one, edit this. I'm going to duplicate this one, and we'll make this one with an arrow. So we'll change this to arrow filled 15 degrees. And now I'm going to use the same tag command. Annotate, tag by category. We'll select this, make sure we select our arrow this time, and as you can see, the arrow shows up. I'm going to right click on this and create similar. I'm just going to create another one like this, and we can do the same thing for this one. And now we have our plumbing diagram set up. This one got changed to arrow, so let's click on that. Let's switch it back to this. Alright, so now let's create our riser diagram. So the way we do that is we go to our 3D view, and if we like this, we can use this, but I'm going to change my scale to 1/2. I'm going to use medium lines, or let's go ahead and use the fine detail lines. For this, I don't want any of my fixtures showing up, so I want to make sure I turn off all fixtures. So I'm going to go to plumbing, fixtures, and turn them off, and they're all off. I also want to turn off my links, so I'm going to do VV Revit links, turn this off, and now it's just my water heater, and maybe we want to move this pipe, this hot water pipe down so we can see it a little better. Let's move that down to 8 feet. Let's try to line this up so we can show it correctly. Let's take a look at our section box real quick. It's hiding from us. So let's select this. Let's move it out so we can really see how far our pipe goes. And that's looking pretty good. Now we can lock this view and add some text. So I can add text now that I've locked this view. And we can call this our water closet. Underline the text. And we'll just copy this over. And we'll call this our lavatory. We'll move this down using our arrow keys. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and tag this pipe. So annotate, tag by category. And we can use, we don't need a leader line, and we can just tag it. And let's just go ahead and tag it in some locations. Tag it here, 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 maybe right here. Now we can remove tags that we don't think are necessary. Maybe these we decide to remove. Maybe this we remove. And that looks like we have everything tagged. Let's go ahead and make our tags, our text, to the same size as our tags. Move these using our arrow keys. And there we go. We could also change this to anything we want. So if we wanted our text to be a little bigger, I don't like that, so I'm going to actually undo that, and we'll keep this consistent. We also want to tag our water heater, so I'm going to go to tag by category. We're going to tag it right here. And we're going to go into this tag, and we're just going to edit to make this water heater -1. And this is actually using the mark, I believe, right here, water heater 1. And now we have our isometric. So let's go ahead and throw this all on a sheet. Go to View, New Sheet. Let's drag our plumbing view here. Hit escape. We'll drag this. Maybe I don't want to see my floors in this view. So I go to Floor. Deselect those. And as you can see, it's pretty small on this sheet, so we can always enlarge this to maybe something bigger. So instead of a 1/4 inch, maybe we make it 1/2 inch. And we just have to check to make sure our tags are looking okay. So we'd have to resize these, but that's not so much work. So we'll right click and deactivate this view. We'll move this tag. And then let's bring in our isometric drawing. So if we go up to 3D, drag it in. And we'll put it right next to this view. Select this view. We'll deactivate this view. Oh, it's already deactivated. And now that I'm zoomed out, I can select these and use my arrow keys. I can see that these elevation markers are showing up, so I'm actually going to go into here, select this, right click, hide this category, and then we'll select this view. We'll use our arrow keys to position it on our sheet. Go to our view title, make sure that lines up with our other one. Select both of our views now, And we can use our arrow keys to position both centered on the sheet. So that's how you create a basic plumbing design. Calculate your pipe sizes automatically, control your fixture visibility, set up systems, and set up a quick riser. Tag your riser with pipe sizes and use text tags, and also use regular equipment tags to create these simple plumbing drawings. Feel free to check out my website for more information on how to create basic plumbing design. And I will also have a new course coming on advanced plumbing design where we get into some of the more advanced topics of plumbing design using Revit. Thanks. Bye.